I love free-to-play games. Why? Because I'm poor. They allow someone like me to play AAA games without worrying about the upfront cost of $60 or more for DLC or other in-game costs. I play games like Fortnite, Apex, Warframe, CSGO, Team Fortress 2, all for free. When I was growing up, the only free-to-play games were demo discs, flash games, or torrenting, and I wouldn't really call any of those the optimal gaming experience. So I don't really have a problem with free-to-play AAA games. Yeah, microtransactions are annoying, but they're nothing compared to mobile games. Freemium mobile games are growing at an exponential rate and soon will be bigger than the traditional gaming industry. Let's compare what I would consider a AAA game company to a mobile game company. In mid-2017, Epic Games' Fortnite became the most played game in the world. This gave the company Epic Games a valuation of $5 to $8 billion. While in 2015, King, the company behind Candy Crush, was sold to Activision Blizzard for a cool $5.9 billion. It's crazy to think that a company with the most played game in the world had a similar valuation to a mobile game company. There's a reason for this. In 2018, the gaming industry was valued at $137.9 billion. Over half of this was mobile gaming with a valuation of $70.3 billion. By 2021, the gaming industry is expected to grow by 11%, with mobile gaming to grow by 26.8%. This would value the gaming industry at over $100 billion. To explain mobile games, we're going to place them into 4 categories: casual games, true mobile games, full games, and cash cows. This isn't to say that each mobile game can't be placed in more than one category, but for the most part they can be defined with these labels. Casual games are usually games with little to no development, support themselves through ads, an upgrade to get rid of ads, or small in-game purchases. Then we have true mobile games. These are games that are specifically designed for mobile experience. Games like Pokemon Go, Angry Birds, and Fruit Ninja. Next up, we have true games. These are games that are usually ported over from a console or PC, but can be specifically designed for mobile. These games usually are one-time upfront costs, but can be free with microtransactions. These are games like Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, or GTA San Andreas. These are all games that have been ported over from another platform. Finally, we have the cash cow. These are games that have in-game purchases of $50 or more and constantly bombard you to watch ads and spend money. These are games like Candy Crush, Toon Boom, and Clash of Clans. Now let's talk about how these games make money. Casual games will usually suggest paid upgrades between levels and show you an ad or ask if you want to pay to get rid of them. What's interesting about these in-game ads is they're for other free-to-play mobile games. Imagine if all the ads on YouTube are just for other YouTubers. In theory, this shouldn't work. If all the ads are for more free games, the developers are just paying each other and no one makes money. That's where the cash cows come in. The video ads shown on mobile games are overwhelmingly games we're going to consider cash cows. They take what casual games do and crank things up to 11. They use similar psychological tactics as casinos to entice players to spend more time and money on their games. The way they're able to make such exorbitant amounts of money is by having in-game purchases at prices no reasonable person would pay. While most players will play for free, about 5% of the players will spend up to thousands of dollars on these games. If we compare this to a free-to-play AAA game, almost the opposite is the case. A study shows that 69% of Fortnite players spend about $85. This puts the average player base around $58, a similar price to the $60 AAA game cost. While a mobile game with millions of downloads can cost hundreds of thousands to make, AAA games can cost millions to hundreds of millions of dollars. This justifies the usual $60 price and even makes sense why players are willing to spend just as much, if not more, on a free-to-play AAA game experience. The same cannot be said about mobile games. These types of games reward players for playing consistently and often, even sending them notifications reminding them to play and to claim rewards. They also take an extremely long time to progress through the game. The only way around spending hours grinding through the game is to transition your real-world money into the in-game currency. They use this in-game currency to make items in the game seem ambiguous in price so that you can't tell how much you're actually spending. Players then continue to play to justify their purchase and to continue their progression. These games are addictive by nature. They give you hits of dopamine for beating levels and completing in-game tasks. Actually, most of the tactics these games use are the same as AAA games. Fortnite, for example, uses V-Bucks to transition for money, and GTA 5 does the same, as well as keeping players grinding hours on end to achieve things they could buy with real-world money. So this is where things seem to be getting muddy. Almost every game I've talked about in this video could be considered a cash cow. Fortnite is estimated to be making $2 billion in its first year alone, while Pokemon Go is estimated to be making $1.8 billion in its first 2. Both of these games allow players to spend up to $100 in game. The difference is the quality of these games and the tactics they use to get players to spend money. For example, a mobile game that recently sponsored PewDiePie called Brick and Balls uses almost every bad tactic in the book.
Sponsor segment. Now, what do you say with me? That's right, Brick and Balls. Greatest game of all time. Completely impartial opinion, okay? Brick and Balls is a comfortable, addictive, and harder than it looks.
When you first open the app, it suggests a trial to their subscription service, which starts out at $8 a week, $20 a month, or $100 a year. After closing this ad, you're prompted to collect your check-in bonus you get for playing every day. There are small ads throughout the game, but what's really annoying are the video ads that play after every time you win or lose a level and when you try to back out to the home screen. After you do try to back out to the home screen, you get another prompt for their in-game currency. You are able to buy ad removal for $2.99, but I suspect you'll still get the in-game pop-ups for their currency and subscription service. In contrast, we have Paco 2, a third-person free-to-play car chase simulator that has a killer soundtrack. The in-game purchases range from $1 to $5 and allow you to buy more cars and different maps, but these are also things you can unlock through playing the game. The only ads that are in the game are if you choose to play one to continue a session rather than respawning. This game is a perfect example of the amount of ads and in-game purchases that is reasonable for a free-to-play game. So why would I play a game like Brick and Balls when a game like Paco 2 exists? Games like Brick and Balls are designed to be addictive. Each level is different, even if just slightly, and enough to be a new challenge. The game is almost endless with the amount of levels that are available.
There are thousands of levels to beat. Thousands. Name one other game with 1,000 levels. It doesn't exist.
While games like Paco 2 are more of a real game, games like Brick and Balls are designed to be casual and waste time. Obviously, some form of gaming addiction is also occurring if 5% of players are able to support these billion-dollar companies. Also, I can't think of an app that's worth $100, so even having an option like that makes it too easy for people to waste money on these games. Maybe new gaming streaming services like Google Stadia will give better options for people on a mobile device. But honestly, I feel like this won't affect the rise of mobile gaming. People are looking for a casual game to waste time. And until governments, the app stores, or the gaming industry decides to change this trend, we're going to be stuck with what we have. I think our best hope is for the app stores to get rid of the $100 in-game purchase option, but with them each taking a 30% cut of all in-game purchases, I don't see this happening anytime soon. But hey, at least everyone loves free stuff, right? Just a couple things before you guys go. Remember to hit that subscribe button. This is the first video of many to come. Also, check out the description if you want to see any of the sources or links for the gear that we use. Leave a comment telling us what kind of video you want to see next. And as far as the sponsorship that PewDiePie did, we don't really have any problems with that. It's kind of a trend in the entire gaming industry right now. But if you don't want to see ads on your mobile games, just turn on airplane mode. Anyway, I've been Zinday or Dallas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This was so hard. Alright, let's see. I'm 2 hours into recording. This is the second time I've recorded this video. I've spent about a week and a half on this video so far, on the script and the editing. I'm so overwhelmed. Look how much light I have on me. I'm bloodshot. I had this light on me for 2 hours straight. Ugh. Now I gotta edit 2 hours of footage into something usable. Ugh. Is this what being a functioning adult is like? Having things to do? Ah! Oh yeah, it's 9 a.m. I've been working on this since midnight last night. Cool.